Hi guys, so today I want to go over the 2024 Honda CR-V Sport Hybrid. So this is the base model of all the CR-V hybrids. So you have the Sport Hybrid, Sport L, and then the Sport Touring, which is the highest trim level. Again, I'm just gonna go over some features. Any questions, anything like that, you can always leave it in the comments or send me a message somewhere. But yeah, let's get started. So the first thing I want to go over is remote start. The way you do remote start, you pull out your key fob. Okay, 1 second, grabbing it from my pocket. So to do remote start, you click lock twice and then you press and hold the circle. You keep holding until you see a flash like that. That means it took the signal. Once it's turned on, you get those multiple flashes. So the car will stay on for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, it will turn off. Let's say a good thing about doing remote start, it makes it hot or cold inside the car. And right now what you're hearing is the engine recharging the higher batteries. But let's say you change your mind, you don't want to go out anymore, you press and hold the circle, shuts off the car. One good thing I like to do is in the summertime when the heat gets inside the car, before I even remote start my car, I click unlock twice and then hold. And the longer I keep holding it, the more the windows will come down. And with the Sport Hybrid you get a sunroof, so your sunroof also opens. So there's a couple of ways you can close it, either by getting inside the car, turning it on and putting the windows up with the window controls, or you can actually pull up your key. All you do is press the square and then you pull out the key. And let me grab that. The key slot is right inside of here. So just pull it up and there's the key slot. So all you have to do, it's easier with two hands, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna pull it, the handle, I have my knee right there, yeah, so the door won't open. I'll put it in the key slot. I do it in lock position twice, so I do it 1, 2, and if I keep holding it, all the windows and the sunroof will go up. A little tricky to do, but in case you don't want to go inside the car, you can do it that way. Again, it's easier with two hands and I'm holding a phone. Okay. You put this back. All you do is just put it in there. Just like that. So as long as the car's unlocked, this will be opened. And once you lock it, it will not open. Oops. Then close the door all the way. Okay, there we go. So, it won't open. So, it doesn't come with a sunroof. Oh, it's okay. Good, how about you? So, this is your trunk area with the car. As long as you got the key fob, it will open for you automatically. This will not open unlike the gas one because the hybrid batteries are right underneath here. And it doesn't cover the spare tire. You have your little inflation kit right here. So all you do is you, in case of a flat tire, you just put it in there like a little pump and it will patch it for you for 50 miles. And then you can go to the nearest tire shop or dealership to get a replacement tire. And the cool thing about this now is that you also have a tire pump. In case you need air, you have a pump in your car. And then here's the inflation kit. You just have to pick which one you're gonna do. Put this back. There you go. And then you have your 12-volt outlet and two lights right there. But the way to open the trunk is either you press and hold that, or you have a button right here. As long as you have the key, you press on it, it will open for you. And then there's a little button here. Once I press that button, it closes all the doors for me. Okay. So the only time you really need to have your key fob out is when you want to remote start the car or open all the windows. Other than that, all you do is you put your hand inside here to unlock it. You hear that beeping, and then right here is to lock it. So lock, and then you want to open it, keys inside. Okay, the key has to be in range. Factory, it comes with the door locked. I will unlock only the driver door, not all the doors, but you can change that in the settings, which I'll go over in a bit. Here in the back, it's your back seats. I'm gonna put the seats up like that. To adjust the seat, all you do is pull this, and you can have it in recline all the way or have it straight. All you have to do is pull and then release, and it will lock. See, just like that. Raise this. Okay. Right here in the middle, you have your cup holders and armrest. And in case you're not using the middle seatbelt, you can actually remove it and store it right here. All you do, it's another thing you need 2 hands for, is you go in here. There's a little gap right there. So you'll use this as a key. You put it in there. Again, it's easier with 2 hands. So let's see if we can do it. There we go. And you just press it in there, and then should release this. Oops, I got it. There you go. And all you do, let it go, and there's little inserts in there to store them, just like that. And like that. So now you don't have to worry about it wheeling back and forth. It's just nicely stored in there. You have 2 USBs in the back for your passengers. Another feature that I do want to show you is the with the key. So in case you're taking a road trip, unless you have your passport, cards, or wallet with you, you can actually lock them. So right now it's open, but you can close it by simply taking out the key. You lock it, and then you can take this with you, the key. And if you're doing valet or anything, you can just give them this, because then they won't have access. They need the physical key. So something small. Oops. Okay. Take your bags. Okay, turn on the car. So here are all your mirror controls, plus locking the windows so no one can open them besides the driver's side. Both driver and passenger automatic, so what that means, you do 1 hard press down, it will close it, and then 1 hard press up to raise it up. So the way you go over the digital entertainment system that has a bunch of selections that you can change and customize it to see what you want to see. Simple is you'll use this to go home right there, and then to scroll up and down you use this little wheel, as you can see in the back. It's going up and down, and if I want to select something, I press on this just like that. So up, down, and then select. Okay, and I'll go over this stuff in a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go through the entire menu of things you can select. So first one is your range and fuel. So that will tell you how much miles of gas you have. Like this one has 180 miles. Average fuel, which is 2.2 right now. Obviously, car's brand new, only has 3 miles, so you want to drive it. Keep track of time and speed. You can do that right here. The driver intention monitor. So the way it knows you're driving is the way you're keeping the steering and your foot on the gas. 4 bars means you're perfect. 3 bars, you're okay. 2 bars, the car's got to tell you to start taking a break. 1 bar, the car will not stop telling you to take a break until you actually stop and take a break somewhere. So this is your all-wheel drive sensors. So basically, it will show you how the power is being distributed between all 4 wheels. So I'm going to put it in drive, step on the gas, and right now she's not even stepping on it, I'm just letting go. So once I step on it, it will show me what wheels are getting power. Okay. Zero reminder, so I can see who has the seatbelt. Like right now it's on red because I don't have my seatbelt. I'm gonna put it on, and that will change to green. Just like that. And then the brake hold turned on. You can turn it off by pressing this button, but it's on right now. You know it's on because you see brake hold right there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it in drive. Hold appear just underneath brake hold. That means I can take my foot off the brake and it will hold it for me. And then once I'm ready to go, I simply press on the gas, hold will disappear. And once I come to a complete stop again, and I see hold, I can take my foot off. So it's a nice feature to have if you're in stop and go traffic. Okay. Next one is your maintenance. So you want to come in for maintenance every 6,000 miles or every 6 months, so whichever comes first. Reason they give you two is because a lot of people drive 6,000 miles a year, a little more. So just for the high mileage people, and 6 months is for the people that only drive like 1,000, 2,000 miles per year. You know what I mean? So those are the two recommended by the manufacturer. Usually, if you're doing miles, you want to come at 20 or 15%. Safety support. This is where you turn on and off all your safety features. So first you have lane departure, when it's gonna tell you lane departure and tell you, and slightly like this, slightly tilt you back into the lines. You don't like it, you can simply take it off, just like that. I always recommend to always keep all the safety features on for like a week and then see what you actually like, don't like. You can also turn off your blind spot sensors. Your sensors are located right there. Let me zoom in. Right there. It's the little cars. You have on your driver's side and your passenger side. Right there. So those will turn on orange when someone's in your blind spot, and then you're at 2-lane road. So this one is your pre-collision system. In case this is the one feature I tell everybody to keep on. It saves me 3 times. Essentially, if someone brake checks, you don't put attention, the car will start telling you to start braking. Let's say you don't put attention to the warning, then the car will stop, so you won't get into an accident. That's the one thing I always tell everybody to keep on. You don't want to see anything, you just want to see an MPG and your speedometer. There you have it. Then that will disappear. And everything to adjust your brightness and your settings. So your settings, you select it, you can go down, and it gives you the rest of the menu. When you get the low tire pressure light, you fill up the air correctly. You can just go here, click on this, and then start calibrating. Okay? Oops, went too far. So everything leave factory. I'm just gonna go over the ones I recommend to change. So like the keyless access setup. So when we put our hands inside the handle, do you on door lock mode? So like I mentioned, it only opens the driver door from factory. But in case you always are getting people around or anything like that, when you put your hand inside the handle, it will unlock all the doors. You can always go back and change it. You can also turn off the flashing and the beeping that tells you that the car is unlocked, or you can just simply keep them both on if you want to. And if you live somewhere you don't need remote start, you can turn it off from here too. Okay, and then you go down to door setup, door unlock, locked. So the car will lock after I hit 10 miles per hour. All the doors will lock once I go off gear. I always recommend going with this one. So once I change gears, car's locked. And then let me go back. Door unlocked. So once I open my driver door, the doors were unlocked. Once I go back to park, doors were unlocked. Or once I turn off the ignition. I would either recommend going when you go back to park or when you turn off the ignition. Right now I have it like in park. So once I change gears, it locks, and once I go back to park, it unlocks. So that's how I like it. Last thing is the walkaway auto lock. What the walkaway auto lock is, I'm gonna turn it on. Basically, once I turn off the car, like I'm gonna pretend I just got home, so I take off my seatbelt, turn off the car. I'll get out with the key. I close the door. There's one beep. Then you walk a few steps. Second beep, car will lock. So it's really nice, so you don't have to worry about locking your car anymore. So that's nothing nice. Let's say you leave the keys inside the car, it will not lock because it's the same sensor it uses to detect that the keys inside to turn on the car. Okay. Other than that, you have your gauges to customize in case you don't like, you're never gonna use speed and time. You can take that off your main menu screen. Warnings, I wish you what warnings you have. I don't have any. And then this is where you see how the power is being distributed. Honestly, I like it here, but because you get to see how the power is being given. So like right now I'm not using it. Crazy part about hybrids is how quiet they are. Like right now I think the car's off. If I start using more of the battery, so I'm gonna turn on the AC. It's gonna start relying on the engine to recharge the battery. As you can see right there, engine sharing the battery. So once I put it in drive, then the batteries are giving power to the wheels. So there's a couple different driving modes. So you got shifters here and a shifter there. So this means, like for example, if I start taking my foot out the brake, car gotta start moving. If I start clicking, let me see, sorry, I just need to move away because I don't want to hit something. Okay, you have to be moving to do this, at least 10 miles per hour, but I'm gonna hit the plus. So there's only one arrow appearing right there. So that means once I brake, it starts charging the batteries, but once I release the brake, it's gonna start moving. You know, it's not holding the brake for me. So once I go and click negative, more arrows will appear. And once I start releasing the gas, it starts braking for me. Just like that. So let's turn. Again, if I click negative or minus and I stay steering, I can select how many arrows I want, and once I release the gas, it starts braking for me and giving more, recharging more the battery. See, just like that. I just let go of the gas and it starts braking for me. So it's something you want to play around with this shifter. So this is to have it start braking for you the moment you let go of the gas, and you don't like that, just click plus. But you have to be adjusting it every time you click at the brakes and you start speeding up again. You have to readjust it. Like a little game, but it's something to get used to. Okay, let me go back. This camera. Alright, since I'm over in reverse, once I move the steering wheel, it goes in the direction the car's going. You have three different views. You have the wide view, then you have normal, then you have bumper in case you're parallel parking or you're at a hitch for bicycles. It also has a sonar sensor. It's on because you see the little blue box on top of it. If you don't have it on, it's just like that, but we want that on. What that is, in case you have two big cars parked next to us and there's a car coming from left or right, it will give us arrows and beeping indicating there's a car coming. Okay, so you have a digital speedometer. You know your car's on when it says ready. You have normal. What that is for different driving modes, which are located right here. So once I start going up or down, you have sport mode, which rely more on the engine. Normal, eco, and then snow. Okay, tells you what gear it is and what gear you're on, and you also your physical fuel gauge. So the Sport comes with a sunroof, and here are your sunglass holder. The way you control the sunroof is by going back, opens. Want to make it stop, press it again. Forward to close it. It will tilt a little to seal the seal. There you go. You want to tilt it, just simply press on the button itself. It will tilt. I'm gonna leave this in the middle so when you open your doors or turn off the car, lights will come on. Entertainment system, you have your phone, so we show what phone's connected. You can use the radio, FM, AM. media if you want to use Bluetooth or USB, and then CarPlay, but you have to connect it to the USB. You have your volume and your tuning. Heated seats on each seat. You just press on it. Fan speed right in the middle. You want to turn it off, you press it. And then adjust the temperature. If you have a passenger, they can change it themselves. But if you're by yourself, make sure this is on with the little green light. This is where the air is flowing from. Front and rear defrosters for your side mirrors. And your AC control to turn it on and off. Like I mentioned again, USB, USB-C, 12-volt outlet, and your little pad here to store your phone or anything like that. You have reverse, neutral, drive, B, which is more for like, I don't know how to explain it in short terms. I may end up putting it in the description. E-brake, you know that's on because you have the red light. And then press it down to release it. Fun fact that you have your seatbelt on and you have the e-brake on. Put on your seatbelt first. You can put it in gear and drive or reverse. Press on the gas, and as long as you have your seatbelt, it will take it off automatically, which is really nice. You got your cup holder and all your storage in here. Okay. So any questions? Again, just leave them in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. And in case I don't post a video on Christmas Day, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Bye.